Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see Ronaldo!
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Well played, he saw that coming. Plays it out to the flank. Gets away from his opponents. Well read, he sorted that out. And it's played forward. De Bruyne. Beckham. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. It's Batistuta. Xavi. Iniesta. And it's Neymar. Ronaldo. Batistuta. Forward it goes. Ronaldo. And here's Neymar. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Robbie Keane threads one through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's got through. He's had a look. Not offside that time. Well positioned to make that interception.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
It's whistled off the ball. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And here's Iniesta. There's a long ball. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Beckham tries to get it forward quickly. Robbie Keane needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, Peter, his body shape was a giveaway before he made the pass, and its obviousness was appreciated.
It's Neymar! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Yeah, the shot was enabled, Peter, due to such smart control and technique.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's been taken straight back. As Azpilicueta takes the long option. And it's Iniesta. He's got options out wide. And he's there to hoof it away. Xavi. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Batistuta. Oh, they can break here. Robbie Keane. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rijkaard. Iniesta. Now it's Robbie Keane. Hoists it high. Gets a good foot in there. Piqué has given away a free kick. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. And it's Neymar. Messi. Ronaldo. Just brushed off the ball there. Plays a clever pass. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Jordi Alba. Iniesta. Neymar. That intervention was very necessary. That's the whistle for half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goalless. So your views on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Gets things going for the second half. No score in the first half. Who's ready to go for it now? De Bruyne. Mbappe. Cruyff. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Mbappe has a goal! Lobs it in gently. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Beckham. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Mbappe. Cruyff. Mbappe. Hits one! That looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then. Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming, but stopping it, another matter.
Beckham! And it's Azpilicueta. Chance to shoot! Shot at goal! Try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gets it back. And here's Neymar. Looking to force his way through. Gets good distance on it. They've won a corner. They've played it short. Jordi Alba. Puyol. He's gone for it! Tries lifting it over. He's made sure that that won't get through. Batistuta. A real chance if he can get through.
Barcelona have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're prepared to take a risk or two.
Beckham. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And it's Iniesta. And here's Messi. Sergio Ramos gets it back. Dinks one in. Defender's on the back foot. He's left his man. Can he get the shot away?
That's just an example of overcommitting, and they're fortunate for the quality of the intervention. It was vital.
Barcelona have it back and they can go again. And here's Iniesta. And here's Neymar. He could be in here. Ronaldo! Same again, same outcome. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So we have a double substitution going on here. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Neymar. Foot in. Hoists it forward. And here's Messi. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Tries to dink it in, right through the middle. And he's there to cut it out. Neymar.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Azpilicueta. Hoists it forward. Good challenge. Excellent challenge.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
And the shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Defending of the desperate variety. Massive leap! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
And he's there to clear it. And that's been won straight back. Raspilicueta. Sergio Ramos. Pjanic. Mateus. He's got the ball, he's got the space.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That'll be a throw. And it's Azpilicueta. He's had a goal! Oh, yes, it's there! And that might well be that! Pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
Deadlock broken. And time is up. Terrific contest. It really might have tipped either way. The margins were tiny, just a goal in it, but that was enough. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. It's Bergkamp! It's there!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
So, a breakthrough already. Iniesta. Beckham. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Xavi. Beckham hoists it forward. And it's played forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Bergkamp. Driving on, he could shoot here. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. He's got away. Maradona! Azpilicueta attempts a clearance. De Bruyne. Oh, good interception. It's a loose ball. He's in! De Bruyne plays it forward. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Iniesta receives it in a good position. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Triol. Mbappe. Forward it goes. And it's sprayed out wide. Played towards the front men. Cuts it out. Beckham. Mbappe. Well positioned to make that interception. And now they can launch a counter. That has put a stop to that. Mbappe! It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Into the channel. It's Bergkamp! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
That is... Oh, shooting chance! And that has been clubbed away. Xavi! Too close for comfort. Maradona. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Mbappe. Now the counter. Quick glance at goal. Mbappe. Deftly done. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's found his man. Van Basten! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
That intervention was very necessary. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Oh, it's an unusual turn of events, and it was an honest attempt to help out, and I suppose it can happen to anyone.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Mbappe drills one in. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, this is what we've been waiting... And it's half-time here. So a really good half of football, 3 goals, and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
So we're already into the second period. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Now it's Bergkamp. He's made sure that that won't get through. Raspilicueta. Rijkaard. Van Basten. De Bruyne. Played out to the right. Beckham. Maradona. And it's Bergkamp. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Beckham. Tries to get it forward quickly. De Bruyne. Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dashing forward at pace. It could be in. It's Bergkamp! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Bergkamp really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. Maradona. Ball's loose, who's getting there?
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Iniesta. Out to the right. Well, that's where he wants it. He's played him through. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Beckham. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Done very well to intervene. Rijkaard. Plays it out to the flank. De Bruyne. And it's got through. Now can he finish? Forward it goes. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? And here's Bergkamp.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, he can get masterful control on free kicks, and his focus is usually second to none.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Messi!
Look, there are some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
Away from immediate danger. Beckham. He's got it, and the finish! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
So the lead now is 2. Pull it. He gets past his man. Big chance! It's broken loose. Chance to break. Looks to clip it forward. Nicely measured pass. I think that's a goal kick. Yes, the referee concurs. And that's that. Well, this hurts. The pain of defeat very evident, and there are hard lessons to be learned from it all when they regroup. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
It was a very good game, played in the right spirit with a fitting atmosphere, and I think football won this time.
That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. So off we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Giorgio Chiellini. He's the very definition of a rock at the back. He's so physically imposing, but also a great reader of the game, and his positioning is usually spot on. The technical side of defending doesn't often get a mention, but just watch this guy's tackles if you want a great display of timing and precision. He does it best.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Guti. Aguero. Azpilicueta with a fine tackle. Played back in. And he shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Oh, it's a very good effort. There wasn't much wrong with that at all. We're talking fine margins now.
Neymar tries to get it forward quickly. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Beckham. Now it's Batistuta. Beckham. Over to the left. And it's Pjanic. Pjanic plays it out to the flank. Drills one in. No, that's too long. Hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. And it's played forward. Cut out in the nick of time. Chiellini. And here's Batistuta. Now it's Neymar! Time to deliver. Cruyff! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Aguero is there, and he can get that clear. Azpilicueta. Aguero displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Forward it goes. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Aguero. Oh, that had to be more accurate. Neymar. 15 minutes till half-time. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Beckham. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Cristiano Ronaldo has a goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Aguero simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Gets his head to it! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Now it's Aguero. Cristiano Ronaldo loses his balance and loses the ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Batistuta making use of the space out wide. Drill, tries a shot! It's broken loose. Played out to the right. Breaks on here. Plays it out to the wing. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Plays a clever pass. Cristiano Ronaldo. Aguero. That intervention was very necessary. Sergio Ramos plays it forward. Beckham. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. An interesting game up to now, but still goals. The midway point of the game.
What a pleasant surprise to see how open this game is turning into. Just wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, that first 45 minutes didn't deliver as we'd hoped. Lots of effort, but a lack of quality with the finishing has left us hoping that someone can step up and produce something a little more magical.
Neymar. Beckham. Pjanic. Bullet battles to win it back. Xavi looks to thread it through as Pliqueta gets into the right position to intercept. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Two changes being made right now. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hoists it forward. Bergkamp. Chiellini gets good distance on it. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Sergio Ramos can get it clear. Bergkamp with a shot! Really well taken goal. Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific. And Batistuta! Beckham. And it's Bergkamp. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Turns and goes back. What a throw in. Sergio Ramos tries to get it forward quickly. Out to the right. Bullet. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Batistuta. And the counter is on. Pliqueta. Forward it goes. Van Dijk positions himself well and cuts it out. Gets on the end of it. And the shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. And it's played forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bergkamp. Lampard. Forward it goes. Well, they could break here. Puyol. Pjanic. Done very well to intervene. Bergkamp. Nicely measured pass. Chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. The strains of the national anthem of Brazil. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
There's the whistle. Mbappe plays it out to the wing. Danilo tries to get it forward quickly. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. And he's away. Going for goal! Goal! Brazil! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gabriel. Hoists it high. He's made sure that that won't get through. Done very well to intervene. Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
Chance! Goal! Brazil! And again they hit the front. That was a given. It always was.
It's rarely a problem when that much time is afforded in the penalty box. Nobody sensed where the danger was lurking, and the finish was made a lot easier.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Gabriel. Hoists it forward. Looks to thread it through. Well positioned to make that interception. Has a hit! Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. What an adventurous run from a defender. Cuts it out. Out to the left it goes. Going through. Vinicius Junior gets up to head it! Brazil have a free kick. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Good take, and he's had a look. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous... And the finish!
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Looks to clip it forward. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Mbappe. Who's ball? Who's going to get that? Vinicius Junior has created one goal already. Forward it goes. He's got options out wide. Vinicius Junior. He's come loose. Oh, good interception. Hit long and direct. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Vinicius Junior. Gabriel. And it's been taken straight back.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And he's on a charge. And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Decent progress down the left. Vinicius Junior. That's offside. Yes, it is. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that front.
And the shot! No mistake!
Well, that's something that will make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Valverde. It's got through to him. This could fall anywhere. And the shot! Goal! back in front.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat. Has a pop! He can pounce on that. He's pulled off a fine save.
Vinicius Junior sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Gabriel. He's looked long this time. Now the counter. Shoots! It's anyone's ball. Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Just has to be done.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Just brushed off the ball there.
Brazil have made their intentions clear by leaving men up front.
Looking to play on the break.
Yeah, it's obvious that they're...
He's gone for it! Really well taken goal. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Jim, your thoughts?
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Well, the referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Brazil take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Ceballos. Well played, he saw that coming. Mbappe. A heavy challenge. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Receives it in a good position. Hoists it forward. Chance to break. He's had a shot. They are rampant. And surely that settles it. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. This is, of course, the Camp Nou, one of the best known, perhaps the best known of all the venues in European football. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agreed too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Tries to stroke it through. He gets past his man. Striding forward, facing... has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off. Well positioned to make that interception. Madrid get it back again. Richarlison showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Casemiro. Mbappe gets it back. Vinicius Junior. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Richarlison. Vinicius Junior. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Marquinhos floats one over. Ceballos looks to clip it forward. Valverde goes looking. He's gone for it! Good stop. That wasn't easy.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Dashing forward at pace. It's got through to him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's played forward, cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's picked him out. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
And it's been taken straight back. That's a throw. That's a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. And he's surging through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. This is a great chance to take a lead. He'll fancy himself from here. And he's going direct. Decent hit from there. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Tries to get it forward quickly. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. Has a goal! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
It's come loose. Forward it goes. Richarlison. No foul, says the referee. Vinicius Junior. We hit half-time, so both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. To review the first half.
Madrid really have looked a bit disjointed to me. Their passing has let them down in key moments, but that's also due for the need of better movement to create more options in the danger areas, something the manager, I think, has to stress.
Going for goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Alexander-Arnold. Now this could be a Brazilian counter-attack. Brazil have it back and they can go again. That'll be a throw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And that's been levered clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really...
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ceballos. Vinicius Junior. Good run, where to from here? That's good intervention, things could have got far worse than that. Brahim Diaz.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Oh, he's broken through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Mbappe. Look at the defender bombing forward. Oh, taken with style.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was coming. Still, there's a fair bit of time if you're going to think about defending it now. Brazil are definitely going about this the right way.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Hits one! He scores! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Brazil grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Caught offside that time. Brahim Diaz.
Madrid showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Casemiro drives it forward. Goes for goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Ball is over the line. Brahim Diaz, played out to the right. Hoists it forward. That's surely a foul, free kick.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's played forward.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Back into the middle.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Could cross it here, and he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Oh, good interception. Tries to get it forward quickly. What an adventurous run from a defender. Defending of the desperate... Has a pop! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then because they just lost sight of the real game.
And the referee brings it to a close. Madrid win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it. Perhaps a draw would have felt fairer. But that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. And we're underway. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's in!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
That's always a great sight, you know, on a football pitch. Nimble-footed, showed great balance and a really cool head to finish. And that kind of dribbling is really smart.
Brazil trail at this early stage. How will they respond? Defending of the desperate variety. Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Here's the chance to counter. Forward it goes. Danilo does well to read it and intercepts. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Rudiger. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's through. He's had a goal! In it goes! And they're at it again in double quick time. He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Madrid have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0. And the shot! He's scored! Just one goal in it now! Game on!
Brazil are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Big chance! Taken with style! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Yeah, and teamwork was key to that. A beautiful piece of engineering to set him free in the box.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Oh, good interception. And it's played forward. Oh, he's in! Oh, shooting chance! And more, and more, and more! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Oh, it's a keeper's nightmare, Peter. He just couldn't pick up on it until it was way too late, having so many bodies in front of him.
He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
This is one of the best performances I've seen in a while. He's practically taken on this team single-handedly, and they don't know how to stop him.
Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful. Perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well. No doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The world-famous Camp Nou. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Van Dijk. Rafael Varane. Maradona. And it's played forward. Gets away from his opponents. Real chance! He scored!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. Has he picked him out? Out of play for a goal kick. Beckham. Maradona! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
He's away! And he's cut it out. De Bruyne. Maradona. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Now it's Neymar. Jordi Alba just brushed off the ball there. Del Piero. Sergio Ramos gets it back. Xavi. Guti. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And he's there to cut it out. Chooses to go back. Forward it goes. Beckham. Finds himself eased off the ball. Looking to break out here. He's played him through. Gets the better of his... He's had a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that he's gone to waste like that.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Sergio Ramos with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Beckham. Xavi. Mbappe. Maradona cuts it out. Time and again they are repelled. And it's De Bruyne. Maradona. Mbappe! Hoists it forward. And here's Neymar.
Neymar really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
He's looked long this time, neatly flicked on. Raspilicueta. And it's played forward. This has gone, that's a foul. Beckham. Xavi. Beckham. Guti. Over to the left. Mbappe. Decent looking ball. We've reached half-time. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It was very, very tight. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, there really hasn't been an awful lot to separate the two sides. One goal scored from a breakaway, and that's it. So I'm expecting the second half to start in this manner too. And this is by no means decisive, and there's plenty of time left to get back into this.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Goes for goal! They've done it! They have come roaring back!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Varane gets into the right position to intercept. Tries to get it forward quickly.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Forward it goes. Beckham.
Well, goals change games, and now that parity has been restored early in this half too, this game could take off in a direction they weren't expecting, and the next phase of play requires a stronger rearguard action from them now.
And the counter is on. He's made sure that that won't get through. Hoists it high. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Jordi Alba. That's Raspilicueta. Tries a shot! Goalkeeper's ball. And here's the chance to counter. Done very well to intervene. Beckham. Well, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Lewandowski plays it out to the flank. Cafu tries to get it forward quickly. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And he just whacks it away. And here's Lewandowski. That intervention was very necessary. Good clearance and very necessary.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, good interception. Neymar, a scorer already in the game.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Mbappe.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Lampard! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead now.
It's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And it's played forward. Mbappe. Oh, well defended. That had to be done.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
That's offside. Yes, it is. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals, just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
So 90 minutes couldn't produce a winner, and we have extra time. The hostilities have already resumed. Ronaldinho. And here's Lewandowski. Hoists it forward. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Mbappe.
Mbappe! Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Lewandowski. He's on. Has a goal! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Ronaldinho. Well played, he saw that coming. Tries to get it forward quickly. Lewandowski spreads it towards the left. He's left his man. No foul, says the referee. That's it for the first period of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Iniesta. Oh, and look who's there doing the defending. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's been won straight back. Out to the left it goes. Cafu. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. And there aren't many who'd be prepared to wind up a shot from this far out. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Mbappe, he's gone for it! Goal! That sets up an enthralling finish! So all square, and not for the first time. Well positioned to make that interception. There's a long ball. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Beckham. Ronaldinho. He's found his man. Has a hit! It's broken loose. Iniesta.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Shot at goal! That's gone a long way up and away. And that may well be that. That is that. Nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. A world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And that gets things running. Done very well to intervene. And it's been taken straight back. Maradona. Lampard. Look, he's through, it's one-on-one. Big chance! And he's done it!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Well, that has certainly made things interesting. He's in space and looking for options. And he's going long. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. He's away! It's anyone's ball! It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
It's found its way to him. He's gone for it! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
Mesut Ozil. Neymar. Now a chance to break. Lampard. Now it's Aguero. Aguero, and he's cut it out. Good idea, just poorly executed. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's in! Mesut Ozil. Forward it goes. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Dien. Iniesta. That's offside. Yes, it is. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that's been won straight back. And it's Neymar. He's had a look.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cuts it out. And it's played forward. Jordi Alba needed to come up with a better ball.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Dashing forward at pace. Tries to get it forward quickly. Sergio Ramos. Rijkaard. Hoists it forward. Played back in. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Chance to break. Aguero. Oh, good has a hit! In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way and that losing feeling the other.
Out to the left it goes. And here's Aguero.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. Good battle the first 45 minutes.
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Pull it. Neymar. Cruyff. What an adventurous run from a defender. Towering header! Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And that's been levered clear. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And they have themselves another corner. Oh, smart save. It's Azpilicueta. Drilled in low. Looks to clip it forward. Now it's Aguero. Cristiano Ronaldo. And that is as far as they're going to go.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
And it's played forward. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Pull it. Time and again they are repelled. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Needed a better pass there. Cruyff. Mbappe. Neymar. He could be in here.
Peter, we can only applaud that quality of tackle in the circumstances. It was probably goal-saving.
Maradona battles to win it back. Aguero showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. A real chance if he can get through. That's Piliqueta. Turns and goes back. And the counter is on. And here's Aguero, well positioned to make that interception. Bullet. And it's Jordi Alba. And here's Neymar. He's got away. Shapes to shoot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
And the defence has a pop! And the ball's come out! Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team really...
And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Aguero should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. Can he hit one? And it's there! And they are cruising away. Perfect placement, the one place... Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match whistle's gone, that's a foul. It's a loose ball. Pull it. Ronaldinho. And now they can launch a counter. Gets away from his opponents. Has a hit! Aguero, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, that was a mini show of self-confidence. It may spark another try or another trier.
Cruyff. Loose ball, who's going to get that? He's made sure that that won't get through, and the counter is on. Aguero spreads it towards the left. Gets the better of his man. Striding forward, facing goal. Quick ball forward. Cruyff. Looks to thread it through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Aguero. It's Aguero! It's being played forward. There will be a throw-in. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Oh, sweet feet. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Neymar. That's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Dien goes long. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Aguero. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Sergio Ramos drives it forward. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Out to the left it goes. He's left his man. Neymar. Played into the middle. What a ball this has turned out, and they've been caught out here. Forward it goes. Pull it. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Another chance from a corner.
Look, there are some very good headers of a ball in this team now, and they'll be demanding the right delivery to give them a chance to go at this.
Knocks it away. Tries a shot! No goals as yet. And it's played forward. He's got away. Quick, real chance! Time to deliver. Xavi. Lampard. Neymar.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Spotted the run and played him through. Face to face with the keeper. Shapes to shoot! And the first half is done. So both sides have drawn blanks and have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. The action is back on the way.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Ronaldinho.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Vieira. And it's Bergkamp. Hits one! Superb goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Triol. Xavi. Well, try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. There's a long ball.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Rijkaard. Defending was strong and firm. Cruyff. Tries to get it forward quickly. Neymar plays it forward. Now it's Bergkamp. Done very well to intervene.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Neymar cuts it out. Vieira. And it's Bergkamp. Neither side really getting hold of the ball. Room for Aguero! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
As Pliqueta attempts a clearance. And here's Aguero has a goal! Goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a fun. Mbappe!
Hoists it forward. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Cruyff. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Now it's Neymar. This could spell danger. Hits one! Really well taken goal. Back to within one. Interesting.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Now it's Aguero. And shoots! Oh, the ball's come loose! Ronaldinho! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
A heavy challenge. And here's Aguero. And he has been fouled there.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Finds himself eased off the ball. It's a fabulous... It's Bergkamp! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Oh, smart save.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
And he's there to cut it out.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And the ball's come out! Dashing forward at pace. Sergio Ramos goes back to base. Roberto Carlos. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction. Tiny margins, but they just lost it. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations. And I think with confidence looking a little fragile.